In this episode, you will learn secrets and tricks that freak out your friends and totally amaze their minds. Are you ready? I'm Jonas Jost. Let's magician.
So, these are the physical tricks that we need to learn that we just do with our bodies. Pretty kind of cool. So all you need is two hands. Trick number one. Check this out. Super stretchy thumb. I know, weird, right? So, here's the explanation on how to stretch out your thumb. I'm not actually stretching out my thumb, and I'm not actually biting my thumb. This is what's happening. One thumb does this on my left hand, and the other thumb does that on my right hand. Okay? Now, I bite the right one gently, but not the left one. So it looks like I'm biting the left one, but actually I switch them just before I bite down. So I'm biting down on the right one, and then I just stretch them out. And when they come back, you have to stick your left one back into your mouth. I'll do it again. Watch real close. Left. It's a really cool kind of trick because you can freak out your friends just like in the spur of the moment. Like, oh, dude, check this out. Watch. I know, it's really cool. And that's the secret to the stretchy thumb trick. So in this episode, we kind of have to learn a few techniques with our hands. It's called dexterity, hand-to-eye coordination. It's really important for all sorts of things in life, whether you're playing musical instruments, doing magic tricks, or even just helping your dad on, changing the oil in the car, whatever it might be. So this is a really, really important trick, okay? It's not really a trick as such, but it does impress people, and it's called big scissors, little scissors. It goes a bit like this. You make one big pair of scissors with, in this case, my right hand. I'm going to close that and open that a few times. Not that easy. Maybe try it with your left hand. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Cool. Now, it's going to get trickier. We're going to make two pairs of scissors with one hand. Pinch the two middle fingers together and open, close, open, close, open, close. You'll find that one hand is better than the other. My right hand's usually a bit better because I'm right-handed. But it doesn't matter. You just got to practice a little bit. Now, you want both hands to be able to do that. And then you want to be able to switch from two scissors to one scissors. This is where it gets super tricky. But you need to practice this at least 5 minutes a day for a couple of days, and you'll be amazed at how much and how much better and how much quicker, if that's even a word in the English language, you'll get better at it. It's amazing. So this is what you want it to look like. One hand does this, and the other hand does this. Now the mind can usually do, left and right sides of the brain can usually do the same thing at the same time. That's not too difficult, but when you switch it up, that gets really hard. So one hand's doing big scissors, other hand's doing two little scissors, and now you're doing that. That takes a lot of practice. Even I have to really concentrate on that one. But that's really important for dexterity skills. Whether you're learning instruments, whether you just want to have some cool hand skills, it really impresses people. So get practicing at least 5 minutes a day for 3 or 4 days, and you'll see amazing results. Your hands you learn to use muscles that you didn't know you even had. So here's another really cool and freaky thing that you can do with your hands, and it's designed to learn dexterity, hand-to-eye coordination. That's what this episode is mostly about, because with these skills, you can do some super cool magic tricks. This is what this one looks like. One hand is easy. Two hands, a little bit harder. But the opposite direction gets really hard. Thumb and pinky at the same time. This takes a lot of practice. So you start with one thumb I'm going to start with my right hand, and you switch it to the pinky, then you switch it back to your thumb, back to the pinky, back to the thumb. Okay, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Try the other hand. Thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky. My left hand isn't as good as my right hand. For some reason, my right hand is more flexible. So we'll do both hands. Make 2 fists, thumbs up to the side. Thumbs, pinkies, thumbs, pinkies, thumbs, pinkies, thumbs, pinkies. This actually impresses quite a lot of people because not many people can do this, especially when you do different hands. So, thumb on the left hand, pinky on the right hand. Switch them over. They're like little windscreen wipers on your car. Nice. Get practicing. I like this trick. It's a very easy card trick to do, and all you need is a deck of cards. Any deck of cards will do. So, a volunteer is going to pick a card. Doesn't matter which card. Cool. I'm going to take that card, put it on the top, give it a shuffle. And one more shuffle. And we're going to attempt to make your card magically rise from the deck. Check it out. In the right friction. Awesome magic trick, I know. So guys, this is the secret to the rising trick. It's really simple, and you can do it in your own style. You can do it in different ways. I'm sort of the cliche, classy magician, but you can do it in the freaky way or the weird way. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. All you need is a deck of cards, and it doesn't matter which card they pick. So if a volunteer, you just ask them, please take out one card. That's what they do. They take out one card. In this case, we're going to use the 2 of hearts. I don't even know what card it is. It doesn't matter. The card goes back on top of the deck, and you shuffle it in a very special way. You shuffle, taking only the top card off first, and then you can shuffle really messily on top of that. So now, the 2 of hearts is on the bottom. We're going to do that one more time. Messy, 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 and then the last few cards you have to count one by one until you end up with the 2 of hearts back on top of the deck. That's really important. It's called controlling a shuffle. So it misdirects them so they don't know where the 2 is anymore. Now here's the secret to making the card rise. All you're doing is you're using your index finger like this, and you're rubbing like that, pretending like you're going to try and make the card rise. On the 3rd time you stick out your pinky, and your pinky actually just pushes the card up, making it look like the card magically rises from the deck. And then you can actually take your pinky away again, making it look like there was nothing there. So it rises up, goes back down. See? Amazing. Or you can do it in different ways. You can sniff the card up. Whatever your style may be. And that's the secret to the magic rising card. This is the paddle pop stick trick. It's really cool, and all you need is 2 paddle pop sticks. Mine are slightly larger than your average paddle pop stick. If you've just had 2 ice creams, which I recommend you don't do, but you know, if you collect them over time, you can use them. Any size paddle pop stick is fine. So I've got these 2 here. One has a spot on it. I put that on there earlier. The other one doesn't. So you can see both sides. I marked one with both sides and one with nothing. Now the amazing thing with these paddle pop sticks is if you watch real close, watch what happens. They slowly mark each other, and now both of them have a dot on either side of the paddle pop stick. I know. Let's keep going with it and see how we go. I want to try and transform both of them to this one. So 1, 2, 3. See, now I've got 2 spots on one and none on the other on both sides. Pretty cool, right? And we can reverse that. So once again, there we go. Only 1 spot on either side. And let's try now. Rub him back off. There we go. Sweet. And we're back to where we started. Nice, the paddle pop stick trick. Okay guys, so the paddle pop stick trick is really easy, and all you need is some paddle pop sticks, blank ones with no markings on them. If you've just had an ice cream, they probably won't be as big as these. These are quite big, but just so you can really see what's going on. Normally they're about half the size and a bit thinner. Doesn't matter. So, I'm going to need a pen to put some markings. If we got it. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Thanks, Darren. That's my henchman. So, got to be careful. It's a Sharpie. Right. Oh, I've got to feed the guy. Sorry, Darren. There you go, mate. Have some broccoli. Okay, so. He's happy. Okay, they love broccoli. So bizarre. Right. Here's how this goes. Paddle pop stick, both blank. I'm going to mark my first one with one spot on one side. You need a permanent marker. I'm using a Sharpie, but you can use any marker that's permanent, and you've made a spot on one side. The other one also gets one spot on this side. We've done the one side of both of them. This one I'm going to put aside because he stays blank on this side and with one spot on this side. Now this one is the special one. He gets 2 spots on the back of it. Nice big. Try and make them look exactly the same size as they were everywhere else. And so we're ready to go. We've got one paddle pop stick without a marking and with one marking on one side, and the other one has one marking and 2 markings on the other side. Now here's the move. It's called the paddle move, and this is the move where we show one side 2 times, so it looks like I'm showing you both sides, but I'm actually not. If I was to show you both sides, it would look a bit like this. 1 spot there, 2 spots there, 1 spot there, 2 spots there. Not particularly magical. So halfway through you have to twist it. 1 spot there and 1 spot there. 1 spot there, 1 spot there. That's because as I'm moving it, I'm actually twisting it. So all you see is the same side 2 times. Yeah, that's the secret move. And you've got to be able to do that with both sticks at the same time. So you move them and you twist them. That's what it looks like in slow motion. Quickly, it looks like that. And you just do it casually so nobody knows what's going on. And now all you have to do is rub them together, and then in a nice quick motion I turn one of them over, and quickly it looks like this. It looks like they've suddenly both got a spot on them. But all I've done is rub them together and boom, turn that one over, and they've both got spots. Now to move them both to this side, I do the same thing, rub them, turn them both over very quickly, boom. And now it looks like there's 2 on this side. You can do that in reverse, switch them both over again, now they both have one, and then one more time you can completely get rid of that spot, and you're left with just 1 spot on one paddle pop. And that's the paddle pop stick trick. Enjoy that one because it's really amazing. You'll freak people out with it. Don't ever show them the paddle pops. Put them away after you've done the trick and do something else, because they may want to see them and you can't show them the secret. That doesn't work. Enjoy that one. So there you have it. You've learned some super cool tricks. If you haven't already, hit the like button to the video, subscribe to the channel, and we are going to see you in the next episode for another whole load of super cool magic tricks that you can do at home to impress your friends and your family.